First of all, regarding the sonarqube, so there is already a Docker image. You just have to basically pull. So this is the command which I executed and it's already running. So if you see here, projects, localhost projects, I just created our project in the sonarqube dashboard. This is how it is. And if you want to set up the profiles, quality profiles, just create. So since this is a local sonarqube setup, so admin access is there. So you can create anything and try out some things like the rule sets which are there for JavaScript. You can see those, and you can basically see which rule you can activate those rules based on the quality profiles. So I created quality profile, custom quality profile. I just activated one rule just to see how it is done. But if you want to activate more, so activate more, it will show you the list of rules which you want to activate or deactivate, which were already activated. So this is the quality profile in the quality gate. So you can create the quality gate and see like how to set up the quality gate, like what are the conditions. So I created custom quality gate for our project, and you can see like what sort of conditions are there, and you can try out stuff. So yeah, this is regarding the like how you can set up the rules, quality profiles, and quality gates. So regarding the issue we were facing, so there is so as you already guys know that I have documented this wiki. So I have mentioned there. So since we are using this sonarqube, and the admin or the people who own this sonarqube tool, they have also wiki documentation. This is here. I have mentioned it in our, I have linked in our document as well. And you can see there is this rule change process. So if you want to activate or deactivate some rules, you need to create a ticket, I suppose, and you need to provide them a link. Which rule needs to be activated, deactivated, or if you want to create a custom quality profile. So this is documented here. I don't know about the quality gates. They haven't documented anything about the custom quality gate. You can definitely ask. So he is the admin. You can also raise a ticket and ask, like, can we set the custom quality gate for our project? And yeah, there is a Slack channel as well. You can see here. I have mentioned the support, where you can create the incidents or you can post your queries in the Slack channel. Okay, so this is about the sonarqube support. Yeah. How to execute it locally? So for that, you need to have, so there are two plugins, sonarqube community plugin, which I discovered there is an issue, and I guess these, so I have also in the documentation mentioned about the sonarlint, so these plugins for these many IDEs, the links for that. So you can check out. I have just set it up for the IntelliJ because that's what I use. So this, I found out this IntelliJ that it has a problem with this community plugin. So what I did is I created a custom shell script. Sorry, before that you need to install sonarqube scanner binary. Okay, that documentation is sonarqube scanner. You need to install that binary. Yes, they have. Yeah, so here you can find it, download it, and once you download it, it's just link it. So what I did is in the IntelliJ there is like you can set up the shell script here. So I have just set up the pointed out where this binary is in my system. and then I specified like what are the parameters. So you will, so in order to execute the scan, you will need the host URL and you will need the token. You can find the token for our sonarqube in the pass vault if you are executing the local sonarqube. So you will create, you can generate your own token and execute it. So yeah, so that's it, and then I just run it. So it executes locally. Before that, as you already guys know, that in order to execute the sonarqube scan locally, you still need to execute unit tests. So whatever the procedure is there in the Jenkins file, you still need to do. So if you take a look at the Jenkins file, it is executed after the unit tests. Okay, so it's in the function. So you need to execute the unit tests, which will generate the sonarqube report, and based on that, the scan is done. So yeah, this is how you execute the scan. Regarding the sonarlint, so I will this report. I will execute one. So you can basically download this plugin based on IDEs for Intel IJ. You know how to install a plugin, go preferences, plugins, and yeah, download from here. Regarding also for this plugin, you need to set up, no, not here actually, sorry, here actually. So once you install the plugin, you can point which sonarqube profile. So configure the connection. So yeah, this what I have configured. I can configure it to another local one as well. So this is what I have configured, and yeah. So regarding this, you can also specify the file exclusions. Yeah, and the analysis properties which are provided by sonar-scanner binary or sonarqube binary, and so just sonarlint, it gives you the option analyze with sonarlint. So you see these are the issues which are there, missing semicolon. So yeah, you can take a look the documentation, what is the rule is, rule documentation here, and where exactly the semicolon is missing. So yeah, so this is how you can basically execute the sonarlint. I guess before committing the code. And apart from that, since we already run the sonarqube scan, so this sonarqube scan, before that we executed the coverage. So for that, if you see here, coverage alcove report, and here if you want to see locally, then what you can do is so just click on index.html. It will show you locally what is the coverage. You can see also the JS file, what coverage is missing, lines, how many percentage is there, and all locally. So this you can see it locally. Yeah. Anything else? I think. Also, when you execute, so I executed the scan for this sonarqube local instance, the project. So you can see the background tasks which are here. So when you basically execute the scan, this is the task ID. So this is you can see like when it was executed now. Apart from that, anything else? So yeah. So as you can see, since I created a custom quality gate and currently it's failing for our code because I took the master branch, because I set the condition that the overall coverage should be more than 80 is less than 80%. So it should be more than 80%. So yeah, currently that quality gate isn't in place with our setup in the sonarqube EC instance. So yeah, I guess the default quality gate, it just says that there are no issues basically. So issues should be 0, but there is no condition on the coverage part. So if you want to have another quality gate, you can check other quality gates which are already configured for other projects, I suppose. Yeah. So I think, yeah, that's it from my side. Yeah, it was very fast. And do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, first, thank you. This is a lot of stuff new. Yeah, can you go to the code where you had the plugins to the IDE?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just to check my understanding. So you had their sonarqube plugin. This is only to analyze the coverage of the code, but the coverage of the code is calculated with the jest in our case, right?
Yes. No. Yeah. So the coverage is calculated based on the jest, and based on that, the sonarqube report is generated. So this plugin, sonar linting, it just shows like what, so it's linting basically. So if semicolon is missing or some, I don't know, coding rule is not met, there are some variables which are should not be shadowed. So these kind of stuffs it reports.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, and so to run this scan here locally, do we have to do this, like run it locally, or can we from the IDE connect to the sonar that we have already running in the pipeline?
Yeah, definitely you can. So I did the configuration. I just don't want to, okay, let me just then create a new branch. I don't want to disrupt though, because you will change since you are executing. So let me see. The configuration here, if you see, it's currently localhost, so I just have to point it out to our server. Okay, now let's see. Should work.